That's who did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
Traces of metal on stone. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Pieces from the pedestal. Scratches on the stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder. So, Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... oh, was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
So, Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course, but to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. Money was left inside the wallet. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine a thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground, and believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Here it is. Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson.
Please, sir.
Lestrade
Release my
already
son.
has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. An ordinary pencil. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Money was left inside the wallet. Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being. It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death. Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
These scars are old. These scars are old. This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the... The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message. don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, I think I've missed something. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, I think I've missed something here.